and get rid of some of this rippling from that last flake as well. So far I've videoed probably 90% of the flake removals that I've done on this thing from start to finish, so it's going to be long-winded, but you get to see it all. Alright. Okay, here's a couple of platforms set up. These should be trapezoidal in shape. I'm going to put my pressure flaker right between those two ridges. Same thing with on this one. This one here, this little ridge is so narrow as to be a single ridge, but it will be trapezoidal anyway. So we'll give that a try. This one's a pretty beefy platform right there. It's going to take a lot of force to remove. Okay. Now we'll do the other one. This one should release a lot easier. Here's the next one right here. Just trying to true up all these edges and finish this thing up. It's just about done now. So it's important really to concentrate on the alignment of the issue stick with the ridge. Yeah, that flake failed. We'll do it again. Okay, we've got it set up again. Here's where that failed flake was. Go a little bit deeper. Got a little bit better isolated. Hopefully it'll go. It's going to be a pretty wide flake though. Trapezoidal shaped flake. Take one off here next. Next two side by side, here and here. I'm using the other pad, the narrower pad now. Flakes are coming off pretty narrow, so don't really need that wider pad. Okay, here's our next one, set up right here. This is that flake that I removed from the tip back toward the proximal end or the platform earlier on. And you know, the rest of the core's looking pretty good, but I really need to drive a flake off in here and kind of fix that up. And when I have a real pronounced ridge like that, kind of a weak area, I like to abrade it a little bit, kind of keep it from possibly breaking loose short. Need the other pad here. All right. So that fixed that up a little bit. I'd like to get one more in there, and I think we're about done with this thing. this is going to be the last flake removal right along this ridge right here. I think we'll call it done after that. This area right in here, it's just too much of a dip still in there in order to be able to undercut it. I could probably do it, but it's too risky, and I've showed you what I wanted to show you. So this one final flake here ought to do it, and then we'll take a look at everything afterward. Alright, let's set everything up on the table and we'll look at see what we got here. Well, this is pretty much it. Here's the core that we ended up with. Here's the original core that we were trying to replicate something similar to that. So we'll take that out of the picture. I counted them, there's roughly 50 major blade removals. Might have had a few more, some of this stuff broke. These flakes over here are the core platform rejuvenation flakes that were done with percussion. There's a whole lot of smaller ones that were done. Here's our tools, notch pads, moose antler billet. Hopefully this stuff is showing up in here. Here's the issue stick with the antler tip. And here's the finished core. Not as good as the one we were trying to replicate, but it's acceptable. There's a few more blades left in this, but not many. Here you can see the platform, and that's pretty much it.